England is my city. British people are real. Apparently this Spalding TF5000 costs upwards of 50. This is the Five Below soccer ball that cost me $5. Have you guys ever wondered what a $5 soccer ball looks like compared to a $50 soccer ball? Well, today we're going to find out. Ready, guys? As you can tell, we're at the soccer fields. Not the baseball fields, our usual stomping grounds, but it's World Cup season. So I figured let's make some banger soccer videos for all you guys out there who love soccer. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. As you can tell, I got my beautiful red soccer cleats on. And we got the England jersey. England is my city.
England is my city.
British people are real. It's Tuesday, innit? We're in the soccer mode. This is the only soccer jersey that fits me, so that's why we're wearing the England jersey. Trust me, I wouldn't be choosing to wear this thing. But today we're going to compare these two very different priced soccer balls and see what is more worth it. Let's get into it. Okay, to give a little backstory on these two balls right here. This is the Five Below soccer ball that cost me $5. We reviewed this thing last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago at the time of this video. And it honestly isn't that bad. And this soccer ball, let's just say we found it left over at a field and we're like, hey, that looks like a pretty good soccer ball. We should take it because no one was going to find it. Someone lost it. And I looked this thing up. I'm like, wait, we might be able to make a video about this thing. Apparently this Spalding TF5000 costs upwards of 50, and there was even listings of 70 or more. So this soccer ball is actually pretty expensive. It's a pretty solid ball. So today we're going to find the difference between a cheap ball and an expensive ball, and we're going to compare them on a few categories. I think we'll lump together appearance and feel in one category, and then we're going to test durability and playability of it in the second category. And then third, finally, we'll finish with value, overall value and price point comparison. I'll kick it up to myself. All right, so first off, we're going to rate the appearance and feel of these $50 versus $5 soccer balls. So first we got the Five Below ball. In my review, I mentioned that this thing wasn't that bad. You got the knockoff USA logo, got the red, white, and blue, very patriotic. And the only downside to it is it looks cheap. It's very plasticky. When you compare it to a good ball, you see the texture. And this thing has obviously been used, but it still looks better than this brand new ball. As you can tell, also all white soccer balls get dirty eventually, but this thing's held up pretty good. But design comparison, this one definitely looks cooler in my opinion. It's got a better design, cool colors, and it's a little more low-key. It just looks like a good soccer ball, while this thing, you can definitely tell was cheap, but really not that bad. So I think first round we're gonna give it to the $50 ball, but the $5 ball isn't that far behind. Okay, and then I forgot to mention the texture and the feel. This thing is very plasticky, it's very glossy in your hand, while this thing, you can just feel the texture. And then another thing I want to mention is this is Spalding, which is a pretty solid soccer brand, and this is Baden, which I honestly haven't seen too many Baden soccer balls. But I think the biggest key difference is you can notice the seams. So this thing has open seams, and this was something we saw on the cheap volleyball we bought at Target. When they're open seams, they can definitely tend to rip and tear easier, and then you get these panels coming off and it's no good. While this thing, you can tell, is the seams are underneath the cover of the ball, and only in a few spots can you see that the seams are starting to protrude. But this thing has to be pretty old and used, and it's held up pretty well. All right, now we're doing the play test on these two soccer balls. Jack is putting himself at risk to get the shot back here.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No.
go. Boom, you looking for this?
I'm like, boom, you looking for this?
Don't make fun of my juggling and dribbling skills. I was a goalkeeper. That wasn't that bad. That was pretty nice. That is a wrap on the play test. So what are we thinking? Well, obviously the $50 ball feels better, but the $5 ball really isn't that bad, surprisingly. One thing I wanted to mention is, as you can see here, the NFHS, that means it's high school approved. So this means you can pretty much use it at close to the highest level. Obviously college and professional soccer has even better balls, but this is a good high school soccer ball, which I think we actually used this exact ball in high school as well. And meanwhile, this one is probably not approved for anything, maybe U5, even though it's a size 5 ball. I don't really know anyone at this age that's going to prefer this ball. But I mean, as you can tell from the shooting, I mentioned in the last video that this thing is very airy. This one you can tell is just heavier. It feels heavier and it's got more weight to it, better texture. But dribbling really wasn't that bad. Still felt good control in both of them. So I think in the play test, I mean, you can definitely tell this is better, but this one once again isn't that bad. Alrighty, that brings us to our final review of these two soccer balls. $5 versus $50 ball. What are we thinking about the overall value and price? So for $5, really nice on my wallet, didn't have to spend that much money. And this one was really nice on my wallet as well, as it was just a lost and found ball. It was a bit of a good bargain there, if you ask me. So what do I think? Is this worth $5? Honestly, yeah. If you're just looking for a cheap ball to hold you over so you can get a good one, or you just want one that you can not really care about, just mess around with, this is a good option for that. And if you're looking for a better quality ball, this might be your best bet. Nowadays, soccer balls are around 40 to 50 bucks, and then you can get closer up to 100 for the really good balls. I know we own another one that's like 40, and it's pretty good quality. So my question is, should you spend 50 bucks on a soccer ball? I don't know if it's worth 50. I think everything's overpriced nowadays, but it is good for what you pay for. You definitely get what you're buying. So overall value, I think the theme of the day is that this thing really isn't that bad, and sometimes you can spend cheap and still get good quality, but overall the $50 ball still comes out on top. Alrighty guys, that is a wrap on another soccer video. Hope you guys enjoyed the different types of content. Always want to mix in all kinds of sports. I'm not just a baseball guy, I like soccer as well. And we might have a football video coming up soon. If you guys enjoy, make sure to let me know down in the comments. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And leave a like on the video as well, that helps a lot. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more soccer videos, and I will be trying to get more baseball videos out there as well. We're basically going to be going until it snows. The weather's getting bad around here, but we'll get out as often as we can. And even if it does snow, who says we can't do a baseball video in the snow? That should be a fun one. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.